it's your girl Coco, and we back with another video. So boom, yeah, this the video that y'all been waiting for. Yeah, this is crazy. It's an awesome moment to be sharing with you guys. But yeah, before we get into this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, we're gonna get into this story time of, you know, the birthing of my son. You dig? So yeah, basically how the video is gonna go is I was in, girl, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I wasn't even trying to record nothing for y'all, but you know, I got some clips because this was very like unexpected type of thing, you know. So yeah, basically it started with me. I had my last appointment, 39 weeks to go to my OB. So due to COVID or anything, I had to go by myself. Like your partner cannot come in to see the ultrasound. You have to FaceTime and all that good stuff. So, you know, it's not, you know, we've been through the routine. So I just, you know, I drove myself there, and, you know, they took your little pee and all that. And I get in there in the actual room, and they check, you know, they check like your stomach, make sure everything's good, check the heartbeat. We did his ultrasound, and again, because even at 28 weeks, we couldn't see his face because he was already down there so low. So we really thought he was gonna come earlier, but you know, he was comfortable or whatever, you know what I mean? So what was I saying? Okay, so boom. Then after the ultrasound, you know, they just gave me like his estimated weight. His estimated weight was 8 pounds, 5 ounces. So baby was like, I was like, oh, he's a big boy. You did? He's a big boy. But I was like, no. Yeah, how we about to do this? So then I get into the actual office, you know, where you undress and sit on the table, and she like probes me with her fingers in my coochie and was like, oh, you're 3 centimeters dilated. And I was like, okay, that's great. Yeah. Okay, cool. Like, I'm gonna see you guys on Saturday, you know, because it was what? I think it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday when I went in, and I was like, that's great. I'm gonna see you Saturday. Like, we're good. Like, you know. And she was like, well, due to the fact that he's a big baby, we might have to do like an emergency C-section. I was like, baby, I could do the splits on both sides, okay? I've been doing yoga, boo. Like, what you talking about, emergency C-section? She's like, you're big. And I was like, I'm big, bitch, you're big. Like, she's like, you came in here overweight. Well, I'm sorry, I just walked my overweight behind up in here. My bad. And basically, like, she was like, yeah, we're gonna have to have emergency C-section for the most part, and we're gonna have to induce you. And I was like, well, I don't want to be induced. Like, that's not what I want. I want it to be natural. And she was like, well, really, we should have induced you at 35 weeks because of how big he is and how big you are. And because I gained around 40 pounds through my pregnancy, and I guess that's well, the average, I think she said, was like 35. So I was like, so what's the problem? What's the problem? Like, what are you trying to say? No, I'm kidding. But then she was like, yeah, so like I'm gonna send you over to the main hospital, and you know, we're gonna keep you overnight. So sorry, I'm not like not trying to. It's not even like I'm just being emotional, but because I remember, yeah. So I call my boyfriend, and I'm like, so they're telling me basically I'm gonna have the baby today, and I don't have the hospital bags, and I'm like getting all like, cause I'm not ready. Like I know no one's ready like when they go into labor, but like y'all are usually like, people are usually like home, and then they start feeling contractions and stuff. So I was just like, oh no, like I can't just like go home and get my stuff. They're like, no, like you need to go to you need to go to the hospital and like check in and da 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 da. So I'm gonna. All right, guys, it's October 20th, I believe. It's Tuesday, and I'm hooked up, and I'm 3 centimeters dilated. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, if I'm having him today or we're gonna wait. So yeah. After that, I start texting my family and letting them know that, hey, like the baby's coming, da da da. But at this moment, I'm like trying to like keep my composure and be relaxed, because like on my way walking over from the OB office to the main hospital, I'm like literally having a whole mental breakdown. Like I don't think I understand. I was like, I'm just not ready right now. Like this is supposed to come Saturday, and I was prepared to have him on Saturday, and I was just prepared to like wake up in my sleep and have pains. But the crazy thing is, like that morning, my mucus plug had came out that morning. So I was reading about it, and I was like, oh, like usually like you go into labor like that day or like a couple weeks, or it's like it was also, it wasn't even too like you know what I mean? I wasn't too like concerned about it. So I'm sitting in the hospital. Mind you, I was like at the hospital by myself from like, the appointment was at 2. Like, no, I lied. I don't know why I just lied like that. It was at 12, and I went in. So I was basically by myself at the hospital from like 12 in the afternoon to, no, I'm lying to you guys. What my appointment was at like 2. It doesn't even matter what time it was, but it was like at 2. And then I was in like this little room, as y'all just saw, that they just had me held in, where they like took my blood pressure, because I went over there to the labor and delivery, and they were like, so why are you over here? And I was like, I don't know, my OB she just sent me over here, and she was like, the baby's coming today. And I was like, the baby's not supposed to come today. I'm due on this freaking 26th and 21st, and I'm just like, I don't know why I'm here. They're like, okay. They're like, okay, it's gonna be fine. And I'm like, it's not okay. Like, I don't have my bags. My partner's not here. I'm here by myself. This is not okay. I'm freaking out. And they're like, it was so funny, because it's not funny, but like 4 days before that appointment, we had got hit by a drunk driver. So I went to the same like emergency hospital, that spot. So I got the same nurse from that night. So she like came in, she was like making me feel better, because I was like, girl, sis. And she was like, no, it's gonna be fine, da da da. So finally my partner gets there, and I'm like kind of relaxed, and so they move me into a different room. Yeah, they moved me into a different room, and they give me food, and they gave me like a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and then he brought me like some chicken fries and stuff, and I was big chilling. Hey guys, so they moved me to the labor and delivery room. It's now 9 o'clock on October 20th, 2020. And yeah, so just chilling, waiting to get my food, cause I requested some food. So yeah, cause your girl hungry. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to y'all with that room tour. Y'all, so I just had some chicken fries and peanut butter jelly sandwich with a Powerade. So it's lit. And yeah, I'm just big chilling, waiting on baby A to get here. That they at like 12 o'clock at night, they put this, I forgot, it started with the S, I forgot what it was called, but basically like it softens up your uterus. Okay, the nurse told me, she said, this does not put you into labor, it just softens your cervix. And I was like, okay, that's great, it's great, we're just gonna soften up the cervix. Okay, it's cool little thing. No, baby, when I tell you contractions was coming back to back, G. Like, it was no break, it was no sleep, it was no like, oh, like they're an hour apart, they're 30 minutes apart, they're 10 minutes apart. No, these months was like 30 seconds apart. So my boyfriend, he's sitting over there laying on the bed, like trying to get some sleep, and I'm like, why are you sleeping? Why are you sleeping? I'm dying. Why are you sleeping? So I kept waking him up like, this ain't it. I was on my left side. Then they came in, they were like, oh, like they put these like to measure contractions and like the baby's heartbeat and all that, and the movement of the baby. They put these little like straps on you, and I was moving left and right. They're like, oh, we can't monitor. I do not care. I do not care. She was like, oh, you can't lean that, or I can't lean a certain way. I was like, I do not care. Then I was like, I was asking her, can I like walk around the room? She's like, no, because we can't monitor. They can't. What you mean you can't? Like, why can't I walk around? So I was getting so frustrated because I had to just lay in this bed. It wasn't like when I had the epidural, they told me I had to keep still, which made sense because your back, so you just need to lay on your back. But why I can't walk around? Like, this is not comfortable. It's uncomfortable as fed. Why I can't walk around? I'm getting frustrated. So I'm like, okay, so to make me feel better, I was like, I gotta use the restroom. But I had to, TMI, I had to take the biggest dump, okay? But the only time that I was able to take that dump was when I was contracting. Like, if I had like a second where I wasn't like cramping really bad and I push, it like would not happen. So I'm on this one like, like going crazy because the reason why I didn't get any of this footage because my phone was dead, and I promise you, if this man or if it would have recorded me during that time, I probably would have had like a whole fit So, you know, everything happens for a reason why I didn't have a charger for that night, okay? Because I promise you. But like then, after that, it's like 6 hours. I'm like in this for 6 hours. Because at like 6, no, I lied. I'm lying to y'all. So at midnight, she gave me the whatever the heck to soften my cervix. Then I didn't tap out to get the epidural till 9 a.m. So I was in labor for 9 hours. And I was about 5 centimeters dilated. And after that, all right, y'all, so I just got the epidural. It's about 9 a.m. on October 21st. And so far they're saying that baby A is gonna be here before 12. And what else? 5 centimeters dilated. And yeah, I'm feeling good. Can't feel nothing, so. Pull my hair out. That's how that went. After that, I was feeling real good after the epidural. I ain't gonna lie, but my thing was she kept telling me that she was gonna give me, I think it was Pitocin or something to actually start your labor. And I was trying to wait till after that because I'm like, if this ain't, baby, it gets worse than this. Like, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Are you kidding me? Like, it cannot get worse. Like, I'm not about to play with y'all. It's not gonna get worse. So I was trying to hold off as much as I can. And my boyfriend was like, just give her the freaking epidural. She's trying to be a gangster and shit. Like, just give her the epidural. And I was like, yeah. Because he was the one, like, calling the nurse. He was the one, like, calling the nurse, like, nah, she tripping. Like, she tripping. Because I'm like, I got this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. It was like, I don't even know how to explain it. A contraction. Like, it. They're telling me it feels like, mind you, I don't get like cramps on my period, so I couldn't even like relate to the correlation. So she was like, have you ever like had diarrhea and like you couldn't get it out with your stomach? Like, that's how it felt. But like that, I don't even know how to explain. Like, that's, I guess, the close, like that's what she was telling me before when I was in that little room. And because I was like, I don't know, I don't understand how I'm this many dilated. I haven't like felt anything, or you know what I mean? Like it was just like little like, oop, like he's moving, you know, like little jerks, but I wasn't like contracting. And why I felt like I should, you know, I just felt like I should have been like feeling stuff. You feel me? You feel me? So fast forward, I get the epidural. I'm feeling all good. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all. So during the labor, I had braids like coming down. When I tell y'all, I threw them, I pulled them out. I wanted this up. I just wanted to be like, I wanted to rip my skin off. Like, I was like, no, like I want everything off of, like, I was like, you feel me? Like, it was like that crucial, like, and I was getting hot. I was at hot and cold at the same time. And when I'm cold or like when I'm nervous or anything, like my whole body shakes. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, I'll be like my whole body be going crazy, okay? So basically at 9 a.m. I got the epidural, and feeling good, feeling great. The nurse came in, they switched nurses, and you know, I'm really glad they did, because the nurse that I had at night, she was cool. That's the same nurse I had when I went to the emergency room. But when I'm like telling you that, I'm like, she's like, you need to stay still. Like, what do you mean stay still? Like, I'm in pain, girl. Like, I will really rock you. I'll really rock you. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. So the new nurse comes in, and she's like good energy. Like, she's like, girl, you need to breathe. Like, what are you doing? Because she's like, you need to breathe. The baby's gonna lose oxygen, girl. Like, I had 3 kids, boo. Like, you got this. This ain't nothing. Like, da 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 da. So then I was telling her what the OB said and why I even like became to come to the hospital to have the baby. And I'm like, yeah, she told me that I'm gonna have to have an emergency C-section and all this. And she looking, she like, you got a good pet, like, cause she just checked me. She checked me too. That's how I knew. I was at like 6 at that point. She checked me, and she was like, instead of like the OB, she was like, put the lime in the coconut and twist it all up. And yeah, she checked me, and she was like, well, your pelvis seems nice. And I'm like, that's what I was saying, because I could do the splits on the left and the right, and I've been doing yoga, so my body is prepared to do this thing. You feel me? You fizz me? So she's like, yeah, you should be good. You know, you're a first time mom, so we'll double check. Da, 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 da. So she was like, okay, so the baby should be here. The rate I was going, the baby should be here no later than 12. Like, the baby's gonna come before 12. So I was like, hey, it's lit, it's lit. And then I started to feel him like drop. So it's time for us to do like the little practice, little pushes, like the when I tell y'all, this, I feel like it was just the holding your breath. Like, holding my breath was like the easy part, but like pushing through the not breathing, you know what I mean? Like, remembering not to, like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but whatever. So first I do the one where, you know, you just hold your legs and push it back. And so she was holding one leg and my partner was holding the other one. But, and so I was just holding the back of my knees and pushing it close to me and like hunching over it, like, like that's how I was. And, that really, like, I didn't feel like I was getting like anywhere. So they had like the handlebar at the bottom, and I felt like that, like me having to pull that and then like them pulling my legs back, I feel like that was gonna get him out the easiest, you feel me? So we're doing the practice pushes, and I see she got this leg like twisted up back here touching my spine, and then my boyfriend, he not trying to hurt me, so he just like barely, like, my leg like this, and I'm like, boo, now you know my leg go farther than back to that, boys. Like, stop playing with me. So I'm like, you need to match her energy, because I'm lopsided, right? Like, he about to come out like this, he not about to come out like this, like he about to come out sideways or something. So I do like 3 practice pushes, and she's like, okay, the doctor should be like, you're doing good, the doctor should come in. Okay, so I'm thinking they at the door waiting for me, like it's a surprise party or something, but no, we're waiting for the doctor to come in. And my son, boyfriend's like, yeah, I see his head and his hair and all that. And I'm like, I feel his head and his hair, like he's slipping out, you know what I mean? So he slipped, like, he's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you when your poop is yo-yoing, that's how it felt. That's how it felt. And so I was like, okay, well, like, how long? So we was sitting there for like a good, I want to say like 10, 15 minutes before the doctors came. And I'm secretly pushing because I ain't got time to be waiting on y'all because this man coming out now, period. So the doctors finally come, and, you know, 20 minutes later, started pushing at 11:01, and at, you know, 11:31, baby Arleek was born.
I've been pretty decent.
Okay, here, let me, because I ran out of, I only had 2 of these, and that was the
Yeah,
reason
I got
why
you.
I didn't want to.
Sure.
Having enough tracks.
Okay. Nope. Okay, placenta. All right, it's going. Placenta, it's flowing.
We're gonna take them away with a warm up.
Okay.
So the baby tore you just a notch, just a little bit.
Okay. And yeah, it was a great moment. I really didn't realize he was out until, like, I thought, because everyone was making such a big deal about shoulders, like his head, like, it was okay, once his head is out, like, girl, you gotta work on them shoulders. So I was like, when they pulled him out, I thought that was just the head part. Like, okay, the head done. Now you gotta push and get his shoulders out. And they're like, oh, are you ready to cut the umbilical cord? And I'm like, the umbilical cord, like, y'all gonna see in the video where I'm like, kind of like, just, mind you, I'm on drugs too, so you feel me? So I was just like, what the heck what do you mean? Like, cause I'm like still trying to put it, like, ugh. So they put him on me, as y'all can see, they put him on me, and I'm like, I'm getting emotional. And, you know, he like, this is for real. And, you know, I push out an 8-pound, 8-ounce, big old monster, 21-inch baby. You feel me? You feel me? Ain't nobody could tell me nothing. So as I'm holding him, they're pushing, y'all gonna see in the video, I'm like screaming a little bit. They're pushing down on my stomach to get the placenta out. And then they started stitching me up because I had a 2nd-degree tear. And yeah, it was just a crazy experience. And other than, because I was real nervous about the pushing part, because the OB made me very nervous about having to have a C-section. I just didn't want that. I already didn't want to be induced, so I definitely didn't want to get a C-section as well. So I just wanted to make sure that, like, mentally I was like, okay, I could do this. I could do this. As many times as you shit it in the world, you could push out this baby, okay? As many women used to have their babies in the bushes, you feel me? In the bushes, you know. So without all this, you know, you can do this. You can do this. So yeah, that was pretty much it. And yeah, I'm probably just gonna end it here because I don't want to get emotional on the camera, because, you know what I'm saying, because she a G. And we don't do that here. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I'm probably just gonna like insert some clips from when we were in the hospital, like leaving and stuff. So yeah, peace. Thank you.
You want to take a picture?